Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and as usual, lots of very interesting puzzles coming into our email and on Discord. We're also providing intriguing content, I like to think, on Patreon, and later this week we will be releasing Jurka van Veenendaal's latest puzzle hunt, aimed specifically at teenagers, kids, anyone who wants an approachable puzzle hunt. This is not really a sort of extreme Sudoku hunt or anything like that. This is fairly regular puzzles. I think you will enjoy it. Even if you are experienced, I think you'll enjoy it. But certainly something to whet the appetite there. And today's puzzle comes from Jonathan Parker, who's been inspired. He mentioned that our channel was an oasis of calm in a very illogical 2020, and I think we say amen to that. But he's been inspired to create his first Sudoku. So this is it. As you can see, there are some killer cages, and they obey the normal killer rules. They show the total of the digits in the cage, and those digits can't include any repeats. Just a few givens, and there is one other rule, and this is very important. The odd digits only obey an anti-knight constraint. So the 5, for instance, there can't see a 5 in any square that would be a chess knight's move away from it. So in the case of the 5, that would be in those cells. In the case of this 1, it would just refer to those cells, which are in the box anyway, so normal Sudoku rules would prevent that being a 1. But a chess knight's move is obviously 2 in one direction and 1 in a perpendicular one. So those are the rules of the puzzle. Do give it a try on the link below the video. And I'm going to have my attempt now. So let's get cracking. And that 24 cage is a useful place to start. If you've done any killer Sudoku, you'll be familiar with the fact that 24 in 3 different digits can only be made out of 7, 8, and 9. And we have a 7 there, so we can rule that out of those 2 cells and put it in there. We get an 8 and a 9. Now, I was immediately looking at the knight's move connection between those cells, but that is not of any use here because the knight's move constraint does not apply to even digits, so that can still be an 8. So I have to try and concentrate on only applying that knight's move to odd digits. Now, what else have we got? Ah, well, this cage, this can't be a 9, 4, 13 sum. So it's either 8, 5 or 6, 7. Oh, look at this cell, actually. This sees 8 next to it. And the 5 and 7, which are odd numbers, can't be there either because they are a knight's move away. So that can't be 5, 7 or 8. And we now know it's a 6. So the 7 becomes a write-in. This 8 cage, yeah, that's straightforward. That 5 says it can't be 5 and 3. This 6 says it can't be 6 and 2. The other combination is 1 and 7, and that 1 tells us which way round. Oh, and the 8 cage here. Oh, well, now we've got this 6. This is done as well. Can't be 1 and 7, can't be 3 and 5, so it must be 2 and 6. So that's a start. Now, 6, 6, one of these 2 is 6. It could be this one because the knight's move doesn't apply to evens. 2, 2, not very helpful, but I'll put in the 2s. 7, 7, yep, 7 is odd. Actually, maybe we should more focus on the odd digits. So 1 has to be in one of those. That's just regular Sudoku, no knight's move fancy stuff. Although that's quite an interesting pattern because that means that this cell can't be a 1. One of them would see it by regular Sudoku and one by a knight's move. So that can't be a 1. Those can't be 1s because of that. So 1s are a bit restricted in that box. Doesn't sort much else out, admittedly. 1 here sees all of those cells. Ah, that's more interesting because look at that pattern of 3 cells in box 4. All of those cells see this cell, remembering that 1's an odd digit, so that knight's move applies, and this cell can't be a 1. That's quite useful because these other ones are ruling out these other cells. So 1 now must be in one of those two, can't be there, and tells us nothing else. Bother. If we knew that was a 1, we could place this, but we don't. Now, in this box then, not that 1 and that 1 are limiting 1 to these 3. Oh, and there my inspiration runs dry on 1s. I mean, I suppose I might as well highlight the remaining possible 1s in the middle box, but they're not a lot of use, to be fair. Right, so what else can we do? 3s. There's only 2 3s given, so 3 in box 3 is in one of those 3 spots appropriately. They all see that, but that's not helpful, and that. 3 is limited to those 3 cells. Again, there is one that they all see which helps, that one. So that can't be a 3. We do have a couple of 3s pointing at this box. So 3 is limited to those, but here to those 3, I think. That one's ruled out by the knight's move. They don't all see anything in box 5. Again, box 5 seems to be being a bit unhelpful. Right, 7s. We've got quite a few 7s. Surely that's more helpful. Yes, look, up in box 3, 7 can only be in those 2 cells. That one's ruling out those. This one sees those and that by the knight's move. So 7 there in column 7. There in column 8 must be in one of these 2 in column 9. But there's 3 cells out in box 7. Oh, and 3 cells in box 1 as well. No, I don't think we can resolve much else there. So this hasn't worked brilliantly as a strategy. Let's have one look at 9s. It's just that one given 9. Suppose we've got a 9 in one of these 2 cells. Okay, that means this can't be a 9, because it can either see this by knight's move or this by regular. Oh, hang on, no, there's something quite interesting going on. If 9 is in one of those 2 cells, which cell? Oh yeah, lovely. Which do they see in the middle box? Both of them must rule 9 out of there and there. Because if 9 is here, it's in the same box as those 2, and if it's here, it sees those 2 by knight's move. And it must be in one or the other. So those can't be 9s. So 9 in the middle box is in one of those 3, and therefore it's limited to those 2, which at least keeps it out of this cell. Can't see how that's helpful. Let's have another look at this 8-9 thing. What does it mean for box 6? Similarly, 9 can't be in any of these 3 cells, actually. Is that any use? Not really. Not yet, anyway. Oh, actually, look, 9's seeing that. That can't be a 9. Oh, and 8 in the central box. I know it's not an odd digit, but it is peculiarly constrained as well. 8 already can't be seen because in those cells because of those 2 8s. But look at this pair of 8s. They're both looking at that cell. So that can't be an 8. So 8 is confined like 9 to these 2. I've written the wrong number. That's an 8-9 pair. Sorry, I was trying to get rid of the corner marks. Let's try again. That's weird. That's a really weird 8-9 pair. So 8 is in one of these 2 now. That's the wrong type of marking. There we go. 9. No, 9's done up there. And 8 doesn't have the knight's move thing, so we can't do this whole rigmarole again across these boxes. Didn't actually use that 9 much in this box, although I think all of those cells are definitely ruled out from being a 9. 9 up here is in one of those 4, which may not help us, but I'm going to note it. Now, what have we got here? 3, 1, 7, 2, 9 and 6. So these are from 4, 5 and 8. Oh, in fact, 5 must be one of these two because of the position of the 5 there and the 5 here. That means one of these three is a 5. Oh, look at this cell. This is fascinating. 3, 1, 7, 2 are looking at that in the row. 4 in the box. That leaves 5, 6, 8 and 9. 6 in the column. And 5 is in one of those two cells. So that can't be a 5. So it's 8 or 9. And that's giving us this weird pair in column 7. And look at this cell. This is a beautiful, or maybe I shouldn't use that word, it's a very elegant naked single. So that becomes a 3. It's now got an 8, 9 pair and 7, 2, 6 in the column, 5, 1, 4 in the row. So that is a crazy naked single. Let's stick with that. That means this is a 3 in row 3. And now we are doing something. One of those is a 6. I could have done that ages ago. Oh, if I could use the knight's move on the 2, I'd know what this is. But I do know it's not 3. So actually 3's come down to those two cells. Oh, 3 in the middle. It's got the knight's move thing, hasn't it? So all of those are impossible. Clearly can't be there or there. So 3's in one of those two. Ooh, how can I use that? Don't think I can. It puts 3 in one of these cells in box 6. No, not this one, because there's a 3 here. So just one of those two. But still, all of these can be 3. And I can nearly resolve that. If that was 3, that would be 3. That would be 3. That would be 3. That would be 3. But that works. No, hang on, that wouldn't be 3. No, this doesn't work actually. If that was 3, because it sees those two on the knight's move, that becomes 3. That sees 2 of these cells, that becomes 3. And now neither of these can be 3 because it would be hitting those two. So that's not 3, so 3 is here. Nice. 3. This can't be 8. We've got an 8, 9 pair here as well. We've had that for a while and I forgot it. Oh right, yes, we were looking at column 7. 3, 8, 9, 7, 2, 6. So we've got 1, 4, 5 to go in. That can't be 5 because of the knight's move. So now 8 is in one of these two. Ah, and that means this is a 6, 8 pair down here. In fact, I can place the 8 because of the 6 already in column 3. 6 is up here. That can't be 6, so 6 in row 2 is here. Oh, I thought that was going to give me tons of stuff. What about this? 3, 1, 5, 8, 7, 6, 2. It's 4 or 9. I can't see a way to disambiguate that completely. 8, 2, 6, 3, 1. 7 in the bottom row is here. Must be. Doesn't quite sort 7 out there or here. Oh, hasn't sorted any 7s out anywhere. 4, 5 and 9 still to go, so that's 4 or 9. Oh, this is 4 or 5, so the only place for a 9 in the bottom row is here because we worked out that those prevent that being a 9. Yes, that's fine. That's not a 9 now. 2, 4, 6 to place. This can't be 6, but it can be 2 or 4. 2, 6, 3, 1. Ooh. This This is a really nice puzzle. The way it's all working together is very interesting. This restriction of the knight's move to just some digits is fascinatingly powerful. Now, keep going. Still don't know which way around that 8, 9 go. 2, 6, 3, 1, 8, 4 is restricted to those two cells. In box 9, they both see that one. Yes, they do, and that places 4 in box 8. Brilliant. Oh, in fact, I've written a 2-4 pair in there, one with a given 4 sitting there. Okay, well, that could have been done more simply. Never mind. 8, 4, 7, and 9. 4 is now here, yes, with the 4s virtually in the corners. 1, 3, and 5. Now, this can't be... 3 can be placed. This is a 1, 5 pair. And 5 sees that cell by the knight's move. So we've got a 1, must be here. Let's get rid of that pencil mark. 8, 7, and 9. That could be 7 or 9. These can also all be 8, 7, or 9, except this one can't be 8. Let's just take out the corner marks because they're getting a bit confusing down here. 5, 8, 7, 1, 6. That can't be 2 or 4, so it's 3 or 9. That can't be 9 or 3. This can't be 3 on the knight's move, so 2, 4, or 9. Oh, that means there is only one place for 3 in this column. Yes, it's here, because of the knight's move at 3 to there. That's good. So now this has sorted out a lot of the 3 possibilities. Yes, that can't be 3 on the knight's move as well, so it's here. In fact, we may have done all the 3s now. I think we probably have. 2, 4, 9, triple. Okay, 3, 1, 6, 2, 8, 4. We've got 7, 5, and 9. That can't be 7, but this could be any of them. Right. 3, 1, 7, 6, 2. Look, this is a 5, 4 pair. Has been for ages, ever since we put that 3 in. Okay, apologies about missing that. 9 goes there. 8 goes there. This is a 2, 8 pair, actually. We can't write those in. I now see we can write the 5, 4 in. 2, 8, 5, 3, 1, 4. So 6, 7, 9 up at the top. That could still be either. These have to be 6, 7 as a pair, so that's not. This is a 2, 4, 8 triple. That's a 2, naked single. That makes this 4 and that 8. 1, 5, and 7 here. Right, 7 can't be there, and by the knight's move it can't be there. So that's 7. This is 9. That's 1 now. That's 5. That's now 8. 3, 5, 8. We've got a 1, 2, 5 triple here. Oh, lovely. 1 and 5 are both looking at the middle cell. So that's a 2. And a 1, 5 pair decides what this cell is in the same box. That now has to be the 4. Right, and now finally I've resolved this 8, 9 pair. 6 and 4 here, yes, they can be done if I type correctly. 1 and 2 here, yes, regular Sudoku. It's probably going to take us home the rest of the way, I would think. 6 and 8. That can't be 4 or 9 anymore, it's 2. Oh, this can still be 1 or 5. 6 and 4 to place in the central row. That means 1 now has to be here by the pencil marking, and because that one is ruling out 1 from both those two, I think. 5 and 9 to go in here. Look, there is a pair of knights, 9s away there. 6 7s resolve that. This 2 8 must be done. This now is a 5. And we're left with a deadly pattern of 7s and 9s, except this can't be a 7 because of the 7 sitting there. Lovely. Great puzzle. Thank you, Jonathan. That really is an accomplished debut. Very interesting. Knight's move on the odds puzzle there. I hope you had a go at that and enjoyed it. That is, you know, an intriguing, nice puzzle. Not absolutely hard, but some really interesting things to notice, particularly around that 8-9, I thought, and how the 9 worked into box 5 more than into box 6. But if you come at it a different way, it might help in box 6, I guess. Anyway, thank you very much for following the channel. As always, do subscribe if you haven't already, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.